Don't worry, I would never hurt my little video companion. Anyway, hi YouTube! I just received my latest order from the efoxshop.com. This baby is called the Doogee DG550 Dagger. When you order it, it comes in a cardboard box like this one. It says Dagger on the side and it has some specs on the back which are more or less correct. It comes with an envelope that contains a screen protector. It comes with a 5-volt USB wall charger, earphones. It also comes with a USB data/charging cable, which looks very interesting. And last but not least, it also comes with a quick start guide that is in English. This phone has a 5.5-inch capacitive 5-point multi-touch screen with a 720 by 1280 HD pixel resolution display. It is an IPS display and I also believe it is a one-glass solution display. It has 1 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal memory, and it also supports TF cards. It runs on Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. It is a Quadband, it is totally unlocked, and it also supports 3G or /UMTS in either one of the SIM slots. It has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, a GPS, a G sensor, a proximity sensor, a light sensor, and it also has a magnetic field sensor. It supports USB on the go, so if you have an adapter like that, you can connect different USB devices to it. It supports OTA, meaning firmware updates over the air. It has 2 cameras, one main camera with a 13 megapixel output, autofocus and a LED flash, and one front-facing camera with a 3.1 megapixel output. And of course, this phone is a dual SIM, dual standby phone. Let's take a look at the device. You have your front-facing camera, your proximity and light sensors right here. The home, back and menu buttons are soft touch buttons. On the bottom you can find a microphone. On the left side we have a volume rocker, and this is a metal frame. On the top you have your USB port and a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the right side you have your power button. On the back you have your main camera, your LED flash, and some speakers right here. And I don't know if you can see this, but this is some sort of rubbery texture, so it won't slip out of your hand so easily. And if I can get this thing open for you, I can show you the inside. There you go. It comes with one 2600 milliamps battery. It takes 2 SIM cards, one regular size SIM card, one micro SIM card, and this is where your TF card goes. Some thoughts about this device. I really like the build quality and I think this phone is extremely stylish. The display is good. Of course, a full HD pixel resolution would have been nicer, but the display is still very good with the viewing angles, colors and contrast, etc. The GSM, the 3G and also the Wi-Fi reception appear to be very strong. I was extremely surprised how good it is. The GPS is fast, but the reception I would say is just average. 2 things I don't like about this phone so much. Number 1, there is no notification LED. And number 2, the camera's LED flash could have been brighter, but I guess that's almost always the case. Bottom line, I think this is a very good phone for a very affordable price. Like always, I installed additional apps and games for demonstration purposes. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, please leave comments, and if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. And now let's check out how this baby performs. Thank you so much for watching. First up, let me show you the stock launcher, which is very fast and very smooth, as you can see right here. Okay, let's go into the system settings. In the About phone, it says right here that it runs on Android 4.2.9. Of course, this is bullshit because an Android version like this does not exist. This is simply the Jelly Bean 4.2.2 version. Let's check out the languages on this device. You can pause any second to check if your language is supported. There you have it. Let's check out the memory structure. So let's go into storage. There you go. This is my TF card and this is the phone storage. What else can I show you in the system settings? Let me go into SIM management. As you can see, this is a dual SIM phone, and if I go to the data connection, you can see that I can choose freely which SIM card is supposed to be the 3G card. Next, let's go into the engineer mode. Since I don't know the code, I downloaded an app to take me there. Let's go into the MTK settings and into the band mode so I can show you the supported frequencies. There you go. And I can also show you under location-based services, that this phone really supports AGPS. Let me do a quick phone call. We take this SIM card, so I can show you that the proximity sensor is working. Here you have it, works like a charm. What to do next? I say let's start with some Google apps. Let's try YouTube. Let me just select a random video. Can change the position. I better turn down the volume, and of course we can also watch in full screen, and maybe I can show you the viewing angles, which are extremely hard to see, but I'll show you that later. Let's check out the Play Store. It comes pre-installed, so you don't have to worry about anything, and it works like a charm. Let's test Google Maps. Yes, I accept. Skip for now. Let's change into the satellite mode. Let's go somewhere and let's see if it finds my location. There it is, it found my location. And as you can see, the compass mode also works. Let's try a street view. There you go, it loads pretty fast and it runs smoothly. Again, we can try the compass mode. As you can see, the compass mode is working, so the magnetic field sensor really works on this phone. But I can also show you the compass again with a compass app. There you have it, it's working. Exit. What to do next? Let's see what Antutu has to say. This phone scores at around 26,000, which is normal for this kind of CPU, and let's see the details and let's check out the device info. There you can see the supported sensors, but I can also show you the sensors with CPU Z. Where is it? There it is. Some info about the SoC, some system infos, and there are all your supported sensors. That is all it is. What to do next? Let's do a little more benchmarking. Let's start with Nina Mark, and I'm gonna fast forward, or maybe I'm gonna do a jump cut because it takes too long to watch.
It is running. Let's see how it scores. Yes, it runs very fast and smooth, and it looks good so far. And we're getting there, and it's pretty close. We're almost
done, and we are done, and it scores at 64.9 frames. One more benchmark. Let's do the Quadron standard benchmark, and again I'm gonna do a jump cut because this is boring to watch. Almost done. Let's see what the score is. It scores at 15,165. Next, let's check out the gallery. Let's just take a look at some pictures. I have some wallpapers right here. Let's flick through some of the pictures, which is quite fast. Let me zoom in, and I don't know if you can see this, but the colors are really good on this phone. Let's test a video. Let's do this video. Now this video is a 1080p video in a MKV format, and it runs absolutely smoothly and the colors look great. And let me try to show you the viewing angles, which is almost impossible with the reflections. But again, I will try to show you that later when I turn off the lights. Let's check out Adobe Reader, because PDF documents are very hard to handle for any phone. Let's see how fast and smooth it runs right here. Zooming, no problem. Let's do a rotation to see how fast it rotates. And I don't think there's anything to complain about. It really looks very smooth. Let's start the browser and check out the surfing. Let's select a bookmark. Let's do, let me see. Let's go to BBC. And again, this is smooth and zooming is no problem. Let's check out the rotation again. And let's load a more complex page to see if this phone can handle this as well. Also, I don't think there's anything to complain about. It really looks nice. Let's check out the multi-touch. As you can see, 5 multi-touch, no more. And let's try the camera app. Let me take a quick photo here. Oh, I just exited. Camera again. Focus is fast. Let's check out the details of this picture. Of course, you cannot really see the quality, but I can show you some details. No, those are 13 megapixel with an f2.4, and I might have a picture of the front camera right here. Let's check out the details. Again, those are 3.1 megapixels and it has a f2.8. Anything else I can show you? Let's see, this phone also supports some sort of power saving mode, which could be very handy if you want to save a little battery juice. And of course we can test the USB on the go. Let me hook that up. There you go. It takes usually a second to mount. There you have it, the USB storage is mounted, but I can also show you in the file manager. There you have it, this is your external USB storage and it works perfectly. Anything else I can show you? Well, of course I will try to show you the viewing angles of the display once I turn off the light. And last but not least, I'm gonna do a little gaming to see how the CPU performs. And thank you so much again for watching and have a great day.